Hi, and welcome back to ABYC's webSTIR 101. In this installment, we are going to go through the dashboard and the library view of this document. So if you'll remember from the last video, we logged in successfully and we were presented with this particular view of webSTIR. Here we have what we call the dashboard. There are a number of things on this dashboard. One is what is in the new release. So for instance, when our new standards come out in July, you'll see that it will be the next release. There are several different news items here. If we have added more things to the list, you can go ahead and click on that and you'll be able to get to it. There are some search tips here that we will frequently update. There is some customer service information. There is some phone number information. Everything you would need to be able to navigate through webSTIR. Now, looking at this screen, I have three distinct options. The library will cover here. The document reading will cover in the next video, and the search in the final video in this series. So let's look at the library. You will see a number of bars and options here. We have the ability to enhance webSTIR based on what we call webSTIR Pro. It's an additional subscription. It adds things like the online calculations, where some of the calculations in the standards become interactive. 1973 to 2009 standards. It's a great archive for surveyors and attorneys that need access to some of those older standards. Australia, New Zealand standards, the ISO standards, those are all available for an extra charge. But with your membership, you get the first bar, which is ABYC standards, the webSTIR, the 2010-2011 in this particular video. So I'm going to click on that. And what it does is it reveals a very short list menu for me here. And what I'm concerned with at this point is the standards. So I click on the plus button right here, you'll see that. And this goes through all of the ABYC standards. Now these are the ones that are currently in what you may be used to as the book. So they are all here. This is this particular one is the July 2010 release. So all of that is available there. Additionally on webSTIR, some things that you don't get in the paper version, which would be our rules and regulations. So under the rules and regulations here, and we'll click the plus tab, you have access to the U.S. Coast Guard 33 CFR and also the EPA 40 CFR. The 40 CFR is the evaporative emissions and engine emission requirements. We have comparison reports. Every document that was replaced in 2010 has a track changes feature where you can go and look very quickly at what the changes were made to the standard so you can compare the new one and the old one. We also have the U.S. Coast Guard compliance guidelines, which give you the option to take a look at how to comply with the federal regulations. There's all of those are available. We also have archive standards from 2003 to current. So if I click on 2003, for instance, I'm going to see all of the documents that were placed in the 2003 standards section. So those are available, and we will add more archive standards as space dictates and allows. So at this point we plan on adding 2010, 2011, 2012, so you do have the older versions back to 2003. So thanks for joining us. Our next iteration of the how to use webSTIR videos will be how to navigate through the document.